welcome back to Miss Celine. So a couple of weeks ago, I cleaned my game room, and in the beginning of that video, I had mentioned that I had a bigger mess that I needed to clean in our office. So this week, I'm just gonna work some on that, and yeah, I'm not gonna go into as much detail as I did the last one. Basically, it's become, as you can kind of see already, it's become kind of a catch-all for craft stuff. So I'm gonna get some boxes and try to start by organizing them, like all the mess, into categories, and then hopefully get everything a new home. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. So just to make a little bit of space, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two totes right here and temporarily put them in another room. Well, that tote as well. So that way I can organize the other stuff that's in here and have a little bit more breathing space. So I might have lied a little bit. I'm gonna go through that because I thought it was just containers like that I was saving for later crafts, but there's more than just that in there. I guess we never completely went through the scope. I could have sworn I'd gone through all this stuff, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna put containers that I'm gonna potentially do crafts with later in here. Okay. So I got a bunch of these, like I've got my aligners, and they have these like cool magnetic boxes that for some reason I can't bear to just throw away. I want to come up with something to do with these. I'm not sure yet. Maybe a music box or something. But I have a ton of these magnetic boxes, so I don't know. If you have any ideas of what I can do with these for a craft, let me know. So I'm going to put these in here. Make sure they're empty. Pretty sure I have more than just those two. Anyways, empty containers. Just whatever I could potentially turn into a future craft. Yeah, I know I'm weird. Okay. So that being said, that gray tote up that you can't see, anyways, there's a gray tote sitting on these dressers. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that down because that was my old container box. Okay. Watch out, Abby. I want to sit on your little head. Okay. Yeah, because I don't have any space. Yeah, I know. Weird containers that I could potentially turn into a craft later. I saved them. I'm not sure why I saved this. I'm not keeping that. Okay, so that's a temporary thing. And I guess I could use this for a temporary placeholder for some craft stuff. So I'm already seeing several of them. In this pile of stuff, I've got several things that I can do for crafts with mom or with other people who want to do like simple, typically painting crafts. So like these bird houses that I have. I think my sister's wanting to do these, so I'm gonna put these in this tote at least for right now. I just like every so often I'll go to the Dollar Tree and see what kind of painting type stuff they have, so. Stuff. I'll put my extra, well, my small canvases I'll put in here too for right now. Okay. So I'm going to put my computer paper on this the shelf over here. Maybe. There we go. I'm not just sticking random things in there. Those are also craft things. I just don't want to show you because they're for a future video. Okay, I figured out why I kept this box. Because it does that. I'm going to go through these drawers here in a bit. But I'm just trying to organize the stuff outside of the drawers first. This stuff here, it's been sitting in this bag since me and Mom did that crayon craft. Okay, so I pretty much have most of the stuff off of the floor. So I'm going to start working on getting the stuff out of these dressers, because eventually I'm going to be making a one of those big cubes, one of those big cube shelves. And so I'm going to be moving these dressers to another area in the house so I can use for like tools and whatever else, because you know, these will be better than what I currently have in there. And I'll show you that in this video. But I'm going to go ahead and start emptying these out. And I made up a bunch of boxes. So they'll basically be in boxes until I get the cube shelf put together and get the baskets in there for them to go into. So I'm going to get started. Okay, I'm going to actually, this first shelf or first box, I'm going to do with stuff for like mailing out packages and mail stuff. So I'm going to put all of these rolls of tape and the bubble wrap and whatever else I end up finding later. It's a little bit messy right now, but this is the current setup of this wall. We've got our recycling, cardboard, and then they're sitting on this table. And then this counter under our like potato, onion, and then bag rack. And then on the wall behind them, we've got our messy tool area, which I don't know if I'll keep this after we get stuff changed out, but yeah, I gotta do something different because this like bothers me every time I walk by it. So I'm kind of debating how I'm gonna do it, because I was kind of thinking putting the two dressers there and then moving this over here, and then again, not sure what I'd be doing with the dresser thing, but I don't know. I think I want to leave that there, but I could potentially find a different spot for some of these backpacks, or possibly all of the backpacks, and put one of them there and then the other dresser here. So maybe that's what we'll plan for. So I guess I'll get this moved and then I'll put one of the dressers here. So I guess I'm going to use this one here for my tools. And then I'll bring that other one in here and I'll put like camping stuff and whatnot, because why not put camping stuff in the kitchen? I mean, I guess we don't really have a ton of space elsewhere. So, I don't know. I guess I could always move it to a better spot. That would make more sense. But for now, the kitchen is kind of the best option. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring the other dresser in here. And then we'll start filling these with tools and getting stuff organized. Okay, so this is the closet so far. I'm most likely all the stuff that I don't put back in those two dressers, which is going to be all the craft stuff. It's going to be in this closet. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mess before I can get that shelf in, but oh well. So unfortunately, I've kind of hit a wall of all that I can do on the office for right now, because basically I can't really do any more organizing until I make that cube shelf, and that's not going to be for a little bit. So I'll just go ahead and show you phase one of the office organizing, cleaning. So just keep in mind, this is phase one. It'll be maybe another month or so until I completely finish it, but I don't feel like holding on to this footage until then. So I'm just gonna make it its own video. Here is the final reveal of phase one of the cleanup. Yeah, Abby's just happily laying on the nice vacuum floor. And then basically I pushed everything into the closet that is going to end up in one of the baskets in the cube shelf. Since the recording of the previous clips, which were recorded almost a year ago, a little bit has changed in the office organizing. I still haven't made the cube shelf, but I'm hoping I can do it this year. We'll see. Kind of just depends on how things go. If you couldn't already guess by how the closet looked at the end of those clips, it was really easy to make that messy. And so it got pretty chaotic again. So I just recently went through and redid it again to kind of minimize the amount of boxes and totes and things, and also putting the stuff that I use the most at the top of the stack of stuff. So I'll show you the stuff that I changed since, like I said, the previous clips. So this is how it looks now. You'll notice the big pieces of foam. Those are for future projects, as well as this box that has just various foam. I put some of the stuff that I had to dig for a lot here, mostly being the stuff to ship things. And then the stuff that I don't use as much, or at least currently I'm not using, I put towards the bottom. So those empty containers I put in one big box. This is just like random craft things that I can do with my mom or other people. And then Christmas craft supplies, because I didn't want them just mixed in with the random stuff. This is like just random craft supplies, which I don't use overly often. The stuff for Play-Doh, because it was still sitting in a bag on the floor from the last Play-Doh video that I did with my nephew. Painting supplies, because I use those a little more frequently. And then school supplies, because I'm always needing pens, markers, different things. And then just kind of some random stuff behind that. Back there is just scrapbooking stuff. This is another empty container that wouldn't fit in the one thing, but my husband gave me a good idea to make out of this, so that will be a future video. Again, the various foam sheets, and then those are just like magazines for just more craft things and scrapbooking or whatever I end up needing it for. So with all of that being said and explained, this is the final wrap up for phase 1 of organizing my office. Phase 2 will be whenever I make the cube shelf and then reorganize stuff into the baskets in the cube shelf. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.